world. It's your boy Jermaine back with another video, back with another live stream. I'm a little bit earlier tonight, unlike last night. Unlike last night. Last night I was like, I streamed late. Mm, definitely streamed later, but tonight it is earlier. Let's get on in here. Let's chat for a minute. Let's hang out. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all pal in here. Boy, boy, boy. How are y'all doing tonight? I'm over here chewing gum. And put some stuff in the chat so I can see it. I'm on IG looking at this video of the night market. This is a video I would have this was the video I would have shared, but it's a little too rough for me to share. Yeah, it's definitely a little too rough for me to share. I mean, it just goes against my content, you know what I mean? So how y'all doing tonight? What's good? Y'all join the chat. Put something in there so I can see that y'all are alive and well. Come on in. We'll hang out. Let me cut a light on over here in the corner. Yes, yes, yes. If y'all don't want to say anything, at least hit that thumbs up, yo. Mm-mm. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Warriors game just finished, and they better beat the Spurs on the road. Oh, there's a Warriors game going on right now? I didn't know about that. Y'all know I'm not into like sports like that. But the reason why I'm curious is because if a game is on or something like that is on, people don't watch because they watch the game or whatever. That's why I didn't stream last night. Well, I did stream last night, but I streamed much later because I know that the Oscars. No, the was it the Oscars? The Oscars was on last night. Mm-mm. Okay, let me pull. I was watching a reel talking about Elon Musk jet, and basically you can still track it, but you can't track it in real time. You can only see it. You can only see you can only see it like the past 24 hours. I was wondering about that. Y'all remember about that Elon jet thing? How like that kid was tracking Elon Musk's airplane? Not just Elon Musk. He was tracking like a lot of different people's private jets, and like Elon started buying shares in the company and then bought the whole company and then changed it so like you can't like dox people like that. Because if you think about it, it kind of is doxing someone, right? You're giving out their location. Oh yeah, his jet just landed at this airport. He's at this airport in this country. So I kind of is doxing someone. You're giving out their location, which is kind of insane. So how y'all doing tonight? Maybe it's too early for people. Yeah, now y'all are piling in. It's a little weird how the how it works when you're live sometimes. Hey man, what's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Mm, I'm okay. I'm okay. I am. It's Yeah, I'm good. It's Friday night. No, it's Monday night. I am at home streaming, and I'm just on the fence. I'm thinking like, should I move now? I'm just thinking about. I just started thinking about that like 30 minutes ago. Like, should I just move? Like, should I just move? Like, oh my gosh, yesterday I was talking to this guy I know here, and he was just telling me like, oh, I'm busy. I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I got this going on. And I'm doing this and I'm going over here and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I was like, wow, that's pretty dope. I'm like always chilling by myself here. And he was like, oh, you should since you don't drink anymore, you should go to AA, right? And I kind of thought about it. I was like, should I go to AA since I don't drink anymore? But then I was like on YouTube, like listening to like AA like podcasts and AA videos and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily know if I should go to AA because it's not like I'm having a problem not drinking, right? It's not like I'm having a problem. Like I'm good not drinking. Um, and then it's also like I don't want to not drink forever. You know what I mean? So that makes me wonder, like maybe AA is not the place, right? Um, I thought AA. I don't know. Maybe I totally got that wrong. Y'all probably know better than me. How's the boat working out? Oh, it's. I mean, it's good. I mean, no problems except for this cracking noise from the back. Like it makes this cracking, rattling noise, which is really annoying. I could take it to the dealer, but it'll take them like a week just to look at it. So I'm just like, I guess I'll just keep driving and just deal with the cracking noise. But yeah, it's definitely quite annoying. It makes like this cracking noise all the time. Yo, Jermaine, just Tony, the ex school outcast here. Great to chill with you and everyone here tonight. Oh, you're painting an action figure? Golden State Warriors color this week? Oh, that's dope. Yo, so tonight, I did go out tonight actually. I didn't go out to drink. I just went out just to not be at home. Just not be at home alone. So I went to the when you go out earlier, like 5 o'clock, then when you go out at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it's not that busy. You know what I mean? I knew that. So I kind of went out and, was, editing some stuff on the phone, sort of thing. Kind of chilling in a corner. I did go to this different spot tonight that was really, put it like this, it had a really, really nice view, you know, really, really cool view. Hmm. I think tomorrow night I may go work out during that time. Because if I actually want to go out, I'm gonna have to go out like later. I can't be going out in the afternoons because the spot I know that is popping in the afternoons is like a spot I don't want to go to. So I'm just gonna have to like go out at like 9, 10. But the thing is, I like to sleep so I can wake up and be productive in the morning. So I think I might just go to maybe work out tomorrow night instead. Work out and then maybe come home and stream that sort of thing. Hmm. But I'm definitely thinking more and more about moving. And it's not, I don't know. I really like living here. I do. I really like everything's working great now. But I don't know, since I stopped drinking and smoking, I feel like I don't want to say this, but like I kind of feel like I'm bored. I kind of feel like I am. I know it's like so many other things I can be doing. I could go to Oakland, I could go over here, I could join this fitness center, join this class, but I don't know, I kind of feel bored. But I also don't want to move because I like living here. Like there's a lot of things that are pretty popping going on right now in my life, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, dealing with the breakup and then it's stop smoking, stop drinking at the same time. That's a lot to deal with. Like, no joke. It's a whole lot to deal with. So I'm just like, I don't know. What should I do? But then if I move, like, I'm literally going to be a different person. You know? If I go travel, like, it'll be a different person. If I go move to another part of the US, because I was kind of thinking about that too. Should I move to Nashville? Because Nashville's popping right now. And I was thinking, like, should I move to Nashville? Like, it is popping there. But then I couldn't, like, dress like this in Nashville. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking about life. You ever visit Memphis anymore? So I haven't went to Memphis in a couple years. Pretty much had a falling out with my brother on the phone. And ever since then, I really haven't had a desire to go to Memphis. Like I want to see my mom, I want to see my family and stuff. But like after the whole falling out with my brother, like I'm literally afraid to go home. Like no joke. Like I'm afraid my brother's gonna like try to fight me or something. So I'd rather not go home. That's kind of the situation I'm in. I know that may sound really, really fucked up, but yeah, that's kind of why. I don't know if I'm in the right headspace to go home right now either. I feel like I have to be in the right mindset to go home. I don't know if that's right now. Like I said, I got too much. See, the thing about going home, I got way too much on my mind to go home. If I go home now, I would have to be really quiet because the one thing I notice, if you ever talk to people back home, and if you tell them like what you're going through, your problems, the only solution they're going to have for you, the only solution they're going to have for you is move back home. That's the only thing they're going to say. And for most people that live back home, they haven't left home. So they haven't grown away from home. And when I talk about some of the problems I have here, moving back home won't necessarily just solve them. Moving back home would actually make my problem. They would magnify my problems. So that's one reason why I really haven't been talking to people back home, because their only advice is going to be, "Oh, you can just move back home. Like everything's great here." And I know everything's not just great there, but that's what people would say, you know. No way. Tell another story. What do you mean tell another story? What do you want me to tell a story about? Um, of all the places you could have moved to from Tennessee, why did you move? Why did you move to SF, Jermaine? So when I moved from Tennessee, I didn't just move straight to SF. No, it didn't. It didn't go. It didn't go like that. I basically moved from Memphis, Tennessee, to Santa Barbara. Technically, I moved to Carpinteria. I stayed in Carpinteria for like a month. Carpinteria is just south of Santa Barbara. It's like a suburb for the most part. I stayed there for a month, and then I found a place in Santa Barbara. Moved to Santa Barbara. Love living in Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara was great. Lived there for like I think 5 or 6 years, and then from there I moved to San Francisco. So no, it wasn't just I moved from Memphis to San Francisco. No, I did a little step up from Santa Barbara to San Francisco. So that's how I got here. And when I moved here, it was during the tech boom. So there was a lot of jobs. There was a lot of stuff going on. The city was popping, right? And then from there, um, I started traveling the world. Well, I was already when I moved here, I'd already went to like 20 countries, or I'd already traveled to like 20, 25 countries. But then when I got here, I started to do more traveling, right? Now I've just been here ever since because I know the place very well, you know. So it's hard to leave a place that you know very well. And you know, I think right now I'm just going through a really hard time, just because I did a lot of I did a lot of change. A lot of change in my life happened like really quick. And usually in the past, when I had this much change happen in my life, like I would be traveling, right? Um, so it would have been much easier to deal with. I would have, been traveling, going places. But now, okay, for example, before I didn't just like stop drinking and stop smoking, right? I would just go travel, okay? And then when I would go travel, I'm in a new place, I'm in a different environment. Um, I'm in a whole different place, different environment, different country, different culture. So it makes it very easy to break away from, I'm around different people, right? I'm in the whole travel mode, and that was really great. I mean, that was a lot of fun. But now I'm like doing that, but I'm still living in the same place, right? And then I just went through a breakup too. So it's a little bit different versus before. That's why I'm thinking like maybe I should just go travel. But I don't know. I just got a lot of things going on this year, like money wise, that I don't exactly want to like give up, you know? So I'm like, I really need to stay here for like at least another couple years, and then I can just move. I can just, just take off. But, uh, Yeah, it is hard to leave a place that one knows very well, and it's also like if I would leave like now, I would literally be walking away. It's not like I'm being pushed out. It's not like I'm being priced out. I would literally be walking away, and it's kind of hard to walk away, right? Now it would be one thing if like something happened where like I had to move out of the building. Okay, if they told me like, oh yeah, you got to move out in 30 days, meaning I have to find another place to stay, that would be that could be a really easy reason to be like, okay, let's go travel, right? Or I don't know if something pushed me to go, but there's like literally nothing pushing me to go except for like social circles changing and not drinking and not smoking. It's not like a money thing, It's not like a housing thing. It's just like a social thing. So the best thing to do is find another social circle to hang out in, right? Yeah, easier said than done, you know. So I'm just like, oh shit, what do I do now? Maybe I should start streaming for like 3 hours, 4 hours a day. Because if I start streaming like 3, 4 hours a day, that would just be my social life. Maybe I should do that. Start streaming like 3, 4 hours a day. That actually might work. I don't know if I want to stream 4 hours a day on YouTube, but if I start streaming 3, 4 hours a day. But the thing about being a streamer, this is gonna sound really crazy, but when people find out like you're a streamer, they don't want to be your friend. This is something I've noticed. I've definitely noticed this. I think why people don't want to be your friend is because maybe they feel you're gonna put them on blast because you're a streamer, right? Maybe I don't know. That's just my guess because I've definitely talked to some people on Tinder, and like I've like told like I was talking to this one chick and I told her like, oh yeah, I'm like pretty popular. Well, this chick lived in the East Bay, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty popular on social media. So I gave her one of my social media. I gave her like my Instagram, right? And then from there, she added me on YouTube, and then she just unfollowed me. Like not unfollow me, but like unmatch with me. So I'm like, well, dang. We're talking for like a minute too. But then also maybe she thought I was well, if she followed me on Instagram, maybe she wouldn't probably okay, this is one thing. She was like, yo, you wanna go work out together? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, yeah, you wanna meet in the East Bay? And I was like, yeah. So I have a car, right? I told her, I was like, yo, will you just pick me up from BART? And maybe she thought it was sketchy. Maybe she thought I was like flogging her. Maybe she thought I was lying about having a car when I said, "Will you pick me up from BART?" But then not necessarily because if she would follow me on Instagram, she probably would have figured out that like I'm not lying. But maybe it was something I said like on Instagram or something that made her like unfollow me. I don't know. She also told me something else about her. And maybe she unfollowed me because she felt shy about it. And I actually didn't, I wasn't really tripping about it that much. But then she also said that she was in a relationship too. Shit happens all the time. You can't help what Ali, 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 I- Ali, fuck things people think. Yeah, I know you can't help. Yeah, you definitely can't help for sure. Ladies, mans. Damn, those legs though. What's your leg day routine? So the leg routine is very simple. Just do at least 100 squats a day. Okay. Just do at least 100 squats a day. Now, Ideally, I like to do squats on a slanted surface. So I'll usually do it on the beach. On the beach, okay, sometimes your feet sticks in the sand too much. Do it on a rock that's slanted. Do it on these things. Hold on, let me grab them really fast. I have like two of these blocks. Just stand on these and do squats. I'm just showing you one, but I have two of these. And yeah, that'll make your legs big. But honestly, a lot of dudes have nice legs. They just don't show them off. They just like wear pants all the time. But if you actually show them joints off, yeah, you'll notice that. Yeah, you just have to wear shorts. Yeah, show them off. But yeah, just do at least 100 squats a day. Uh, I mean, I was doing like a lot of Pilates for a minute, but I don't do that shit that much anymore. No, because it's like the times you gotta like. It's too much work to take out the time of in the day to go to the classes. So I would just rather like do like 100 squats. You know what I mean? I usually don't do them at home. I do them like in the daytime. I think today I did like 150. But yeah, it's squats, dude. Squats are great and they're super easy. You may have thought you were a playboy. I'm definitely not a playboy. I am someone who gets played, put it like that. I get played all the time. I'm not a playboy. Like I wish I was a playboy. I get played all the time. I'm like socially awkward. I know like that sounds crazy because like I'm like on social media, but like I'm very like I don't know, like people don't I feel like people like don't talk to me and then everybody I try to talk to I'm never interested, right? So I'm definitely not a player. At least not around here. If I'm like in another country, I could be a player, but not around here, yo. No, like no. Definitely not a player. I wish. You'll be okay, don't stress. I try not to stress, yo. I try not to stress, but like some days I do. Oh, you love my voice? Oh, thanks. You got that expensive car? Car's not that expensive, yo. No, it's not that expensive at all. Super easy. I mean, super cheap to operate. Don't have to worry about. You don't have to do oil changes. Want to hear a joke? Oh yeah, let me hear a joke. So you lived near SoCal, Jermaine, before you moved to the Bay? Yeah, I lived in Santa Barbara for a minute. SF equals BF capital of the world. You mean boyfriend capital of the world? Um, SF is not as gay as y'all think it is. Maybe back in the day it was, but it's not. It's like very family oriented, if you ask me. Well, maybe not so much downtown, but like the rest of the city, very family oriented, like family first type oriented. What's wrong with Jermaine? Why you want to leave? Where's Boo? We broke up. Yeah, we broke up. Yeah, we broke up. We broke up a minute ago. Find religious friends to hang out with. That will be interesting. Hmm. Find religious friends. So you mean you say go to church, yo. Mm. Lounges. Lounges. Mm. I think my headspace is not in the right spot. That's what I think is going on. Like I think it's all up here and it's not like good yet. Squats are bad for knee joints in the long run. Oh, really? Squats are bad for knee joints? One thing I always today I didn't feel it, but I always have this popping in my hip, yo. I did not feel it today, which was dope. It's like, dang, it wasn't popping. Any routine walking up hills? Okay, so the thing about walking up hills, there's one spot I go to where it's definitely healing. Like you walk down to the beach and there's all these steps and there's all these rocks. Um, I definitely do like a walk around like this area where like you go down and you go up and then I go down again and then I go up again. Yeah, that is definitely a leg workout for sure. That is definitely a leg workout, yo. I've done squats on occasions in 2019. Are you talking about doing squats in 2019, man? That's like 5 years ago, yo. 6 years ago. Yeah, squats don't build chest muscles. I don't even work my upper body. Mm-mm. Hardly ever. Like I don't do push-ups. I hate doing push-ups. Like I'd rather do squats any day of the week than push-ups. I mean, I'd rather do 200 squats a day versus do 25 push-ups a day. Like that's just how it is with me. Like squats are way easier. And once again, I'm always wearing like a hoodie or a jacket. Like you never see my arms, really. I mean, unless, I got the crop top on and it's open. But I just got like a fat belly. Like look at this. Look at that. A fat belly. Like yeah, but as long as my legs are like fit, I'm all good. Squats are not the most effective way to build leg muscles. Um, I agree. Squats definitely are not the best way, but squats are. I mean, if you want to build leg muscles, it would help if I eat more. I would say that it would definitely help if I ate more. You can do squats with weights. Squats with weights. I'm sure it helps with inner thighs. Um, so with the inner thighs, what you have to do is do a wider squat, and then that'll help with the inner thighs. I always do wide squats. Yeah, I don't like doing. I don't like doing. Small squats. I like to. Wide squats for sure. Especially if you're on a slant too. Yeah. Be with you. I'm black. So are you. hmm Those who want to be in your life will. I thought you decided you might want to be gray. No, I'm not gray. Of course, I read that like incorrect on purpose. Markets saturated in America. Mm. I thought San Diego was the gayest city in the U.S. Mm. Um, I actually like leg press way more than squats. If you want bad knees when you get old, keep doing squats. Yeah, leg press is definitely a good one too. Yeah, leg press is definitely a good one. But the thing about leg press, you gotta go to the gym for that. You can just do squats like anywhere. You can do squats on the beach. You can do squats, in a gym. I can do squats right here in the room. Leg press, I gotta go to the freaking gym for that one. I'm gonna keep doing squats, and they will be just fun. I haven't really heard that. I never really heard that squats are bad for your knees. Like I thought that was a really good exercise. It's definitely good for the blood flow. Do you? It's never too late to get fit. Sup? What was the thing? What was the thing? Well, just making a lot of big life decisions like too close to each other, basically. And that's another reason why I'm thinking I don't want to move right now because maybe I'll move and then like be in some freaking foreign country and then like instantly regret it and just be like, oh yeah, I just moved away and yeah, I don't know. I think I just gotta slow down. Like making too many life decisions, like at the same time, break up and then I don't. So I was listening to this podcast earlier today, and it got me really thinking about a lot of shit. Okay, basically, this podcast was talking about how people would like stop drinking alcohol, they would stop smoking weed, and then they would replace it with meeting people and like fucking all the time, right? And I was just like, oh, dang, that's never really occurred to me. Like, and like this dude was on this podcast was like, yeah, after I stopped drinking and stopped smoking, like I just wanted to like hook up with people and just want to fuck all the time. And then I'm just like, well, damn, is that a thing? Right? You just trade one for the other one, you know? I'm like, well, I'm definitely not even meeting people. Like, not even fucking people. Like, but I'm not even really meeting anyone, you know? When we first woke up, when we first broke up, I was definitely being a hoe. Like, no joke. Was definitely hooking up, like, quite a bit. But then it kind of died off. But then it really just died off after I stopped, like, smoking and drinking, you know? It really died off because I'm not even hanging out in the same places anymore, you know? So it's like, oh shit. Now what do I do? I'm trying to find a more like a better environment. Someone said earlier go to church, but like I don't know. I guess that that is a good place to meet someone to smash, right? um, use heavy weight. You should be okay if you're just using body weight. Usually I just use body weight, but sometimes I'll go to the gym and like use 50-pound weights. You know, but if I'm using 50-pound weights, I'll have to take like I can only go in like 15-minute breaks. To do 100 squats, I can do 100 squats in like one straight go. Um, but with 50-pound weights, I would have to work my way up to doing it 100 squats in a row. I would have to work it up 4 or 5 days or something. Push-ups and sit-ups are a must, your man. Tone you up. I should definitely do sit-ups more. Should definitely do sit-ups more because whenever I'm in a class, right, and we have to do something ab related, I always like a lag if it's ab related. If it's like lower body, I got that shit. It's easy. But if it's like abs, I'm dying. If it's arms, I got that. It's good. But abs, no, my shit's on fire, yo. Yeah, eat bigger protein. Yeah, larger protein portions will definitely make you bigger. Protein shakes will make you bigger too. Nice thong. What are you talking about? What nice thong? Which one? There's no thong around here. I still do the Asian squat sometime. Yeah, the Asian squat, that's a really good one too. Dude, that's a really good one. It's not exactly working your it's not working your leg muscles. That one's more lengthening and stretching your leg muscles. But that's a really good one. If you can do it for like 30 minutes a day, you got it. But me, if I try to do Asian squat, I could probably last for like 3 minutes. and then I have to like stand up. You know, if you could do it for 30 minutes a day, you're golden, and you don't have to do it 30 minutes like all at one time. You could do like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. That's a really good one. Abs are a must. Girls love them. Oh, abs definitely are a must. I hate working out legs because I regret it the next day. Some leg workouts are like that. I mean, doing like 100 squats, I think I'll be good. But if I do 100 squats with weights, I'm gonna be burning the next day for sure. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, I can feel you on that. Well, if I go to like the right class, right, I'll be burning the next day for sure. What up, Coolie 3000? I'm just at home chilling, talking about random stuff. Right now we talking about working out. Leg day. Leg day is always easy, yo. I just see this comment right here. Leg day is always my favorite day. I just hate abs, yo. Abs be about to kill, man. Are you just doing Uber full time? Some people think I do Uber, but you know, I mean, not really. No, no. Let me roast you. Bobby's nuts. Come on, roast me. What you gonna do? Stick me in the oven? Cut that motherfucker up on high? Oh, I just dropped an MF. Yeah, hey, roast me. Come on, I'm ready for it. I like to get roasted. I do body squats. Yeah, body squats is good. Like I said, I mainly do squats like in the daytime when I'm out. Like especially if I'm at the beach, right? I'll definitely do squats. Like I said, I like to do it on a slanted surface um, because it's a little bit easier to keep your legs from going over your feet if you're on a slanted surface. Or I have these things. I have another one. I'm just showing one right now. But like you just stand on these at home and then you do squats on these. Yeah, it's a good one. Long time fan. First time on your live stream, Dre. Oh really? Yeah, live streams are not like a normal video. Like there's so many things that I won't say in a video or I'll edit them out of a video and I won't upload it because you're literally uploading it. But then in live streams, like I'll get crazy. I'll talk shit. I'll say things that I probably won't say in a normal video. So don't be surprised. Like I get a little crazy in live streams. But I like live streams because I used to stream so much more back in the day, but then I don't stream like I used to anymore. As a third generation born and raised San Franciscan, I'm here to tell you that you belong in San Francisco. Oh my gosh, that made me feel so great. Oh gosh, that made me feel so great. Oh, thanks. Thanks for saying that. Thanks for saying that because you know, sometimes on Instagram, I don't really get it so much on YouTube, but on Instagram, sometimes I get really mean comments saying, "You're not from our city, don't be talking about my city like this." And, you know, only when I go to certain neighborhoods, I get comments like that. Um, but yeah, some of the comments are really mean. Like, I, I hate when people talk about my city and they're not from my city. And I'm just like, oh gosh, like, sorry, like, you know, I'm not a Google employee here. I'm just like, a random dude that like loves the city and like defends the city a lot. I'm not trying to make tons of money and price people out. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to. If you're a Google employee or anything or a tech worker, I'm not trying to bash you. But when I hear some locals say that, I'm just like, do you know Do you know who I am? Is this like the first video you've seen that you commenting on, you know? Because I love the city. I think the city is great. I think that I've done a lot of traveling around the world, a lot of traveling. And I've been to a lot of cities. There's also a lot of cities I haven't been to. But I will say, and some people, I'm just going to explain this in plain English. You know how, like, you in a classroom, you got the smart kids, they sit at the front of the class. You got the kids at the back of the class, they sit in the back. When I say this, when I say that San Francisco is the most beautiful city in the world, some people, they're sitting at the back of the class. It just goes straight over their head. Like they don't get it. It goes just completely over their head, right? But a few people that's sitting at the front of the class, they hear me say it and they know what's up, right? They know exactly what I mean by that. So when I say it's the most beautiful city in the world, like there's people watching and listening on this stream right now. It's gonna go right above some folks' head, but some people will actually catch on to what I'm saying. It is the most beautiful city in the world, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Like it really is. That's why these locals fight like they do. It is the most beautiful city in the world. I'm not talking about downtown, okay? Downtown, there are cool places downtown, but downtown is not the whole city. Downtown is like a small piece of the city. There are neighborhoods here that are just simply gorgeous. I mean, the views, the fog, the microclimates, the summers here, August, September, October, November. Oh my gosh. It's literally the most beautiful city in the world. I'm telling y'all, it really is. Like, there is no, yeah. You smoke that ganja? I don't smoke ganja. I used to. I have a bong in my bathroom under the sink. And I also have a bunch of weed too. But no, I'm not smoking. I'm not smoking. But I could. But no, I'm not smoking. I just want to have a clear mind space. Are you trans, respectfully? I am not trans. Um, I'm a dude. I got a BBC, you know. Um, I definitely like trans people for sure, but I'm not trans. No, I'm not. Yes, most addiction therapists talk about your relationship with alcohol. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they talk about your relationship with alcohol, withdrawal, and the need of dopamine. Mm-hmm. Didn't know if anyone here ever heard of the Trial Guys on YouTube. The Try Guys on YouTube. Try Guys on YouTube. No, I haven't heard of them. Give your drink a name, then talk about what you do together. Give my drink a name and talk about what we do together. I don't get it. What about joining a club that you could hook up with people with similar interests that you have? I am trying to figure out what club would I join. Hiking club, maybe? That sounds cool. Actually, I need to check my Facebook. So, Um, I don't want to say too much, but like, um, I joined like a dating group. I just got like an email notification. So yeah, I just got like a notification. Mm. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit later. I don't want to go into it right now. Because I'm streaming, so I want to like talk to y'all, and then I'll figure this out later. Are you are you gay? This is a question. Well, I'll actually answer your question because it seems like quite legitimate. It don't seem like you're trolling because sometimes I get like people trolling. No, not exactly. No, I definitely like queer women, bi women, sort of. Mm, dudes don't really like me because I talk about women too much. Yeah, I like box, so that's why dudes don't like me, unless they're bi. But then I never meet bi dudes, and if I do meet a bi dude, it's because he's saying that he's bi, so that I will continue to talk to him. It's usually how it goes. Um, I know you see this, huh? The Catholic parish in the Castro is one place I heard for good meetings. Hot Catholic men, personal experience. Oh, you guys talking about church? Like, I don't think I'm gonna go to church. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't think I want to go to church to meet people. Like, I feel like really guilty. But one thing I will say, one thing that I do know about church, right? Because I'm not like religious and all that. Um, Church is actually a really good place to meet people. Like, no joke. There's been studies done about this. It's a really, really good place to meet people. Like it is. I know people who like the people. I know a couple people here to go to church. They have a very, very good social circle. Like they do. I also know people back home that go to church. Very good social circle. Like they're not bored on Sundays. Put it like that. They always got something to do on Sundays. They either going to church and then after church they going to get food. They going on a picnic. They doing this. They doing that. It's definitely not a bad place to meet folks. Like, I mean, if you about going to church and all that. Hope you're having a. Y'all still talking about leg day. Leg day is always hard. I love leg day. Leg day is easy. I hope you're having a great day. Leg day, cycling in the city. You ain't lying about that, yo. If I actually got back on the bike and actually start pedaling, that would be leg day every day. Like no joke. Even on an electric bike. Not on lately I've been riding the Ariel Rider electric bike. That's a fast ass electric bike. You don't pedal that bike. You just send the throttle. But if I was on one of my other electric bikes going up a hill, I have to pedal. It's still a leg workout, faux show. Do planks. So planks is a really good one. Yeah, I like planks actually. I like planks. That's a great stomach workout. It's better than if you don't like doing sit ups. Planks is a really good one. The thing about planks, you guys ever heard of yin yoga? That's one thing I like to do is yin yoga. So when I go to the beach, sometimes I'll take my yoga mat, and I'll lay it down. And I always practice yin yoga. So basically, Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it right. Because I never went to a class, I just saw it online. But it's basically where you hold yoga positions for 5 minutes, right? It's not the easiest. It's definitely not the easiest. I never went to a class because I'm like, I don't want to go to a class and not be able to hold a yoga position for 5 minutes. But some of them are pretty damn hard to do. Okay, try holding tree pose for 5 minutes. I cannot hold tree pose longer than like 20 seconds. So that's why I don't want to go to a class, right? Um, Pigeon pose, that's easy. I love to do that one for 5 minutes. Um, what's the pose when like you're on your feet but you're on your back? I do that one for 5 minutes all the time. I don't remember that yoga pose. I'll tell you another hard yoga pose. No, Asian squat is that's one that's in that's another one I do. I can't really do it for 5 minutes. I have to break that one up. I have to do like 3 minutes and 3 minutes. That's a really good one. Downward dog for 5 minutes. That's actually pretty easy. But I'll tell you a very hard one to do. Y'all don't have a please don't have a dirty mind when I say this. Well, child's pose is easy to do for 5 minutes. That's an easy one. But a very hard one to do is happy baby. Maybe if you're a chick, you can do it for 5 minutes, but like that's a tough one to do, the happy baby pose for 5 minutes, y'all. That is a tough one to do. That's definitely not one I would practice like, you know, at the beach. You know what I mean? It's a weird position. But yeah, I like to do the 5 minute 5 minute yoga poses, yo. Because some of them, like I say, are easier than others. Like pigeon for 5 minutes. Yeah, doing pigeon for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's super easy. Maybe I would make, maybe I'll make reels talking more about yoga because it's something I do actually quite a bit. I just don't talk about it. You know what I mean? I just don't. It's just like one of those things I like don't really talk about much. But I definitely do a lot of yoga, believe it or not. What's the best time to go to Mare Woods? I really don't know. Mare Woods, I don't go there that often. Like I've went a couple times, but I don't just go to Mare Woods that often. He is just mad because you have extremely toned legs, Jermaine, and he doesn't. Mm, yeah, once again, I just wear shorts all the time, so like you see them. You know what I mean? Like if I just wore pants all the time, you wouldn't know. But I like always wear shorts. Like even the coldest day, I wear shorts. You know. Mm. Am I just tripping? This is Mike. Just move. I'm a fan. Are you a fan? I would say it for you, Jermaine. SF is trash. Um, I definitely wouldn't say SF is trash. No. I mean, I would say maybe some parts of SF can be considered trashy. I definitely wouldn't say it's trash though. Maybe if you wrap yourself up in the media too much, you could start it. You could start to believe that. But no, if it's trash, it's polished trash. Put it like that. It's really clean trash. It's beautiful trash, I would say. What about Los Angeles? Come down south. Maybe. Maybe. Los Angeles is definitely a freaking. It's definitely a. It's definitely a different vibe in Los Angeles for sure. It's way different than the city. Like way different than the city. Oh my gosh. Don't get me thinking about that. Don't get me thinking about LA. But then I don't want to just go to LA because I would have to figure out like a life down in LA. You know what I mean? I'd have to find a whole nother. I'd have to, gosh, I have to learn the streets down in LA. You know what I mean? And it's also much, much warmer in LA. Dude, it's so breezy in the Bay Area, dude. LA would be a big, would definitely be a big move. It'd be a big bump up. The smartest kids sit in the back. You say the smartest kids sit in the back. What part of the city are you in? I live in Civic Center, yo. It's rough where I live, you know. But I don't think it's rough. I'm just saying it because that's what people say. Civic Center is rough, but I love my neighborhood. Like that's why I love living downtown. Like downtown's the place to be if you ask me. To the hell with them folks, baby. Keep doing your thing. That's what's up. The city, she loves us for who we are, how God made us, gay teachers. Yeah, I guess the city does love us for gay teachers love us for who we are. Los Angeles is better than SF. Los Angeles is much larger than SF. I will say. Also, SF is like a punching bag right now, dude. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's like everybody. Let's just talk about San Francisco for a minute. I wanna remind y'all of something about the city. You guys know right now that like San Francisco is the most talked about city in America, dude. Like everybody says how bad it is. Like it is known in the media and the news is just being horrible, right? They blame it shoplifting, crime, homelessness, drugs, all of that, right? But do you guys remember what they were saying about San Francisco 10 years ago? Do any of y'all remember what they were saying about San Francisco 10 years ago? Well, not 10 years ago. 6 years ago. Y'all remember what they were saying about San Francisco 6 years ago? 2 years before the pandemic. It was the best place in all of the US. All the jobs were here. It was so expensive. It was the most expensive city. It had passed New York. It was the place to be. If you, I remember when I was traveling, going around the world, and I told people I live in San Francisco, people were like, literally, I would be in the airport, right? And I would talk to someone. They'd be like, oh, where you from? Oh, I live in the US. Where at? Oh, I live in San Francisco. I would be talking to this person in front of me. People would turn around and look over and be like, oh, they would look around. This was 6 years ago. They would look around and be like, oh, you live in San Francisco. I remember just going around the US. I remember going to New York, yo. And people, I would talk to people, where you live? Oh, I live in San Francisco. And people be like, oh, I hear about San Francisco all the time. Like, I heard it's cool over there in San Francisco. I remember I was in London, you know. People like, where you from? Oh, I live in San Francisco. And people were like, oh, you live in San Francisco. The only difference about today is today, if I go to London and say I live in San Francisco, they're going to say the same thing. They're going to be like, oh, you live in San Francisco. But the only difference is they're going to be like, oh, I heard it's real messed up over there. But just 6 years ago, it was the opposite. People would be like, oh, yeah, you live in San Francisco? I heard that place is dope, man. All the jobs, Google, tech companies, this and that. So it's just flipped, it just flipped. You know what I mean? It's not, yeah, it just flipped. In LA has always been the same thing, Well, LA has kind of, the thing about LA is mainly the downtown LA, and most folks in LA don't go downtown, Skid Row. Most folks don't do that. like ever. Most people live like out in the suburbs. When you say LA, you could live in Hollywood, you could live in Santa Monica, you could live in, I mean, there's so many other neighborhoods in LA that are far from downtown LA. And downtown is like, roughest spot. Also, Venice Beach can be pretty rough, with people camping out on the beach and stuff like that. But yeah, SF has always been like that. What do you like to eat? What do I like to eat? I like to eat. I'm vegan, so I like to eat vegan food. Today I had a vegan wrap made from mushrooms. I also had some vegan hot wings. I think they're made from soy. And then I also had a vegan. I had shit food today. I did not have good food today. I just had a bunch of processed shit today, except for the mushrooms, the mushroom wrap. So tomorrow, no processed food. um, where are your pants? My pants are here. I have pants on. Sorry, I'm reading the comments really late, but yeah, I definitely have pants on. I mean, these joints are really short, but I definitely have pants on. I was born and raised in the Bayview Hunters Point. Oh, I see. Welcome to the stream, yo. I used to hang out in the Bayview a minute. My ex used to live there, but then my ex moved to a different neighborhood. So I don't go to the Bayview that much. Well, the thing about LA and San Francisco, LA, everybody's in their car for the most part. In this city, you come into contact with people more. So it is a different vibe for sure. You in LA, most people, they like I said, they drive, they live in their house. In the city, at least downtown, not the whole city, but downtown, a lot of people live in buildings. A lot of people take buses. A lot of people take public transportation, right? You come into contact with more people. So the more people you come into contact with, it makes, you know, it it's a different life versus you in your private car, you chilling, you know, you by yourself all the time. Well, not by yourself all the time, but you know what I mean. You're in the car versus, you know, you I walk in the building, I get on the elevator, there's other people on the elevator, right? I walk out the building, there's people like downstairs, like at the front desk, right? I go get on the, I go, go get on the train. It's people on the train. It's people waiting in the train station. Like, you just around people more if you live like in downtown SF versus if you live in SF. Opinion on Mare Woods. I like Mare Woods. It's beautiful. It is definitely a beautiful place. I don't know the best time to go because I've went there a couple times, but last year I went there twice. You want to maybe you want to ask someone else that because some days can be quite foggy, but it can also warm up quite a bit. It can be pretty warm there. How much do you bench? I don't bench. Yeah, I don't bench. Are you talking about Los Angeles? Yeah, I'm talking about Los Angeles. Jermaine is a dude. The dude. Oh, that's what's up. Start smoking again. Um, maybe if I start smoking, maybe it'll be like after 3 or 4 months. But I think I want to stop drinking for at least a year. You know, maybe stop drinking for a year. That's just my thing. But then I don't know if I also like to drink when I'm on an airplane. So I don't think I'm gonna take any like trips anytime soon. Like especially if I'm like on an international flight and I gotta sleep on a plane. I'm sorry, but I like to be drunk, like for real, like because of that plane crash, you know. So yeah, I just like to be drunk on a plane, but I don't know, bro. Why you so damn small? What do you mean? Why I'm so damn small? Like I'm vegan and I like don't. I work. I'm very active and I don't just not be. Yeah, I'm very active. How tall are you? I am like 5'11". Beautiful because every time you go to the top of the hill, the views of SF takes your breath away. I love going to the hills, yo. I love like going to places and like doing something crazy in a really sick place, like sitting on the edge of a cliff, right? Or eating food in a random place. Like I love doing stuff like that. Taking cable cars also help with seeing great views in the city. I like never take cable cars. So bad. There's a yawn. That's something I like never do. Sierra Club, perhaps. What's the Sierra Club? I'm really late at reading the messages. I'm trying to get down. My friend did that hiking, changed his life. I hike quite a bit, but I usually hike alone. And I like never wear the right shoes when I go hiking. I'm always hiking in like fucking Jordans, you know? I should like actually hike with some hiking shoes on. Um, Come to my Buddhist group for a meeting or two. Maybe I'll come to a Buddhist group. Maybe, maybe. That sounds kind of cool. Hikers disappear. You don't want to do that, Jermaine. Every time I turn on the TV, a hiker is missing. Yeah, I guess so. Buddhist group in one of the ultra liberal Catholic priests, gay men of the cosmic wheel, and of the church, Chinese Buddhas and Catholic Buddhas. Catholics basically get together and found it as if. Mm. Oh, here's Lenny. Lenny is like a troll, basically. Lenny, 90% of the time, Lenny says crazy stuff. So let's see what Lenny says. He's a fake gay. He is a guy that wants to be cool and trendy. You know the whole LGBTQ thing. So he makes believe he's gay, dressing and acting like one. um, I don't know. I'm definitely like well, the one reason I do hang out at gay bars a lot is because like I'm not exactly straight. You know what I mean? I'm not like I'm kind of like a femboy. I'm not like some like oh my man. I'm not like exactly like that. So hanging out in gay places are like really cool and accepting. So that's kind of why. Do you support straight? Um, do I support straight? I mean, it's kind of hard to say like I'm like fully straight because once again, what I just said a second ago. Um, and I probably would talk to like I said, I probably would talk to a dude, but usually dudes don't like me once they figure out I like chicks. Would join a swingers club. I'm pretty sure there's many in SF. It's very easy to join a swingers club when you have another partner, right? When you're just a single guy, forget about it. Like forget about it. But there is a kink there's actually a kink club, not a kink club, but there's like a kink show I want to go to. It's later this week. I'm not gonna really say too much, but it's like this kink thing I'm gonna go to, which I kind of feel weird going alone. You know, it's just so much easier when like you go with like a chick versus like you go by yourself. So I'm like gonna like try. I'm gonna like maybe I'll build up enough confidence to go because I don't know. Maybe I'll meet some cool people there or something. Or I'll just go there and hang out by myself. So I don't know. I'll definitely wear like a cool outfit. Probably fishnet. Shorts, all black for sure. Can't blame me for trying J. Oh, okay. I'm not blaming you. Excuse me, church. But I got it. Tough, but easy. The trans community needs the support. I don't know. They do need the support. Um, you guy or girl? I'm guy. But the right church cycling does nothing for the legs. I mean, if you're going up these hills in San Francisco, I don't see how cycling cannot be great for the legs. Thanks for the super chat. I haven't got to it yet because I'm still strolling. I just saw it pop up over there a second ago. Someone just asked, "Have you ever been addicted to pee?" Um, P is, I'm not gonna say it, but P means, have you ever been addicted to looking at those videos online of people doing stuff? um I'm sure at some point in my life, maybe. Planks does not work, Jermaine. It's probably least effective exercise. Planks definitely work. It's not as effective as doing sit-ups, but plank works a lot of your body. Yeah, it definitely works a lot of your body. I just see another super chat. I'll get to that in a minute. Are you doing MSMR? No, not really. Downward doggy. So, question: should I make reels? Should I make yoga reels? Would y'all watch those? Basically, if I make yoga reels, it'll just be me doing yoga poses with like a voiceover. You know? Oh gosh, I just like went all the way down to the bottom and skipped a bunch. Oh my gosh. Okay, I might have missed a bunch of freaking comments. So I need to freaking catch up now. Let's see. What is SF population? Is it 200K? Oh, gosh, no, it's like 800K. Somewhere around there. I don't know the exact population because they said 100,000 people did move away. But I don't know the exact population today. Hello from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes, SF is the. Cons- cons- yeah, SF is definitely a punching bag. Like, mm, okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Yeah, I think the population is around 800K, but I thought they said 100,000 people moved away. Are gas prices really that bad? I don't know because I have an EV. I think gas prices are like, I think $4, 4.50, somewhere around there. Go to some other UK cities like Birmingham, Blackpool. It's pretty rough. I don't just like I don't just like to go to the rough parts of the UK. I like to go to the nice parts like King's Cross, the fancy parts. Jermaine kind of look like a bodybuilder. I don't think so. SF is quite densely populated. Soft leg corn. Facts. I agree. SF, more people walking the streets. Oh yeah. Damn girl, you thick. Really? I'm thick? Y'all a trip. I'm getting down. The fog is the God's blanket covering the city. Power bottom. These comments trip me out, yo. Badlands to the left, right after Golden Gate Bridge has the best views of SF. Yes, yes, yes. I like to drink on an airplane. Oh my gosh, Bob Marley. Uh, you can just take three leg, three short legs, huh? Um, well proportionate, not too small. Okay, thanks. What's good? How we doing, bro? I'm trying to get through these. Booty shorts every day, y'all. I mean, come on, it's not a day if I'm not wearing booty shorts. It's so bad. Um, why do gay men have so many labels? Power bottom, strong, safety top, split bottom. I don't know. I don't know why they have so many names. Why do you wear booty shorts 24/7? So, question: do you like see me in the city or something? One reason why I wear shorts, okay, there's a lot of reasons why I wear shorts all the time, right? Um, I wear shorts all the time because it started when I was on the bike, right? I would wake up in the morning and I would go to Starbucks and drink coffee. And on the cold days, I would wear leggings, right? And then I would also wear a hoodie, like two hoodies, right? I would go drink coffee and my armpits would sweat like crazy, right? So when I got when I got, to a level of like, look, I don't want to sweat anymore. I just start not to wear the leggings. So my bottom part of my body was freezing, right? And then I didn't have sweaty armpits anymore, even with the two hoodies on, because the bottom of my legs were out all the time, right? Another thing about shorts, that I notice, especially on a bike, you don't get sweaty. You don't get sweaty as much because you got lots of airflow, you know. Another thing about shorts, if you wear shorts all the time, your laundry you have way less laundry because a pair of pants is like this much fabric, and if you have like six pairs of pants in the laundry versus if you have like six pairs of shorts in the laundry, right? So laundry is like less laundry. It's also kind of sexy. Yeah, it's kind of sexy to wear shorts all the time. Another thing about wearing shorts all the time, it shows that you don't have a traditional job, right? If you're wearing a uniform and people see you in a uniform all the time, well, they know you're working. But if they see you wearing shorts all the time, it almost looks like maybe you don't have a job. Maybe you just hang out all day, right? Another part of that California lifestyle. So that's another reason I wear shorts. Um, it's definitely I would say like it's cool. I just answered your question why you. Yeah, you are my favorite YouTuber. Yeah, oh thanks. I made bank driving in SF, Uber in 2019. Oh yeah, definitely you can make bank back then. Do you though? You seem like an ultra feminine. Ultra feminine. I don't know. Maybe I'm like femboy. Maybe I'm like sort of in that category. especially wearing shorts all the time. That's not really. It's not very manly. Yo, the red dread's kind of fire though. So I bleached this one a couple days ago. This one too. I bleached like four more. Dude, bleaching four dreads. Bleaching four dreads. Okay, basically my ex bleached their hair, right? And I used the leftover bleach, which was half. It was half of the bleach that my ex used. I was only able to bleach four dreads. So if I wanted to bleach my whole hair, I would probably have to. I would probably need like 8 boxes or 10 boxes of bleach. Insane. Like I would need so much bleach to bleach my whole head. Which I'm not gonna bleach my whole head. I'm probably gonna bleach maybe like 25% of it because I really like this color. Like I think that's dope. And then once I bleach it, I actually want to dye some of these red, so that way I can get rid of this red and I can still have red. But yeah, I definitely want to bleach some more slowly over time. I'm not really in a hurry. Hey man, San Francisco hills are great for the legs. Yes, they are. You should open up a fitness studio and teach people how to get big legs. I mean, you could do all of that online, yo. You could totally learn how to get big legs online. Like just go to Instagram, type in like leg workouts, and then you don't even have to go to the gym nowadays. After the pandemic, like people figured out how to do all sorts of exercises just at home. Oh, here's your super chat. Why do you wear booty shorts? It's hot. It's sexy, yo. It is sexy. Yes to yoga reels. Okay, I'll try to make one tomorrow because I don't know. Lately, like, okay, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm a little bit different than on YouTube. On Instagram, I'm a little bit more political, right? And I've noticed that like it really pisses off people when I'm political on Instagram. But the thing is, it only pissed off Democrats. Like for real, the only people that get mad are people that literally hate Trump, right? And I'm not even taking a side. I'm basically just putting it out there so I can get engagement. So more people will follow me, right? And I've like I say, I haven't been as political lately because people cry so much, right? Like people will like there's this dude I know that lives in the city. He complains so much whenever I say anything about like if I say anything bad about Joe Biden, he's just like, stop talking about Joe Biden. It's just like, yo, okay, okay, okay. Like, stop crying. But I think it's kind of funny, to talk about politics because it's like, it's kind of cool. But I get it. People don't like it. Like, I don't know. So I'll just start like doing yoga shit online, right? You are well traveled, Jermaine. I'm jealous. Yeah, I spent a lot of time traveling, yo. And only reason I was able to travel so much is because San Francisco was so expensive. And I didn't have a freaking apartment. So that's why I was traveling so much. I was also making a lot of money online too, and also, the sharing economy. But if it wasn't as expensive, I probably would have rented an apartment during those years that I was traveling. But then I figured out, yo, I can just like travel and not like rent an apartment. I can just travel and you know, um, I can just travel and like save money and travel to see the world. Are you into leather? Mm, not so much into leather. I'm definitely into like no, not so much into leather because I'm vegan, so I don't really like to do leather that much. I would just be into like fishnet. I got a lot of fishnet outfits that I just don't wear. You know, So when I go to this event coming up soon, I'm just gonna probably wear. If I like sit like this, you can see my pants. If I sit like this, it looks like I don't have pants on. It totally looks like I don't have pants on, but I do. You know, I see another style that I'm starting to see dudes wear in the city. This is something I started to do like 2 years ago, but I don't actually dress like this anymore. Where when you wear the hoodie that's so big that it covers your pants. So when you're walking, it looks like you don't have pants on. Like I used to wear this style like a couple of years ago. Now I don't. Like usually my hoodies are like they're not as long. Like you can see that I have pants on. But like for the past like couple of weeks, I've been seeing a lot of dudes wear this, and I'm just like, damn. Usually from the front, you can tell they have pants on, but from the back, like you can't tell that they have pants on. And I'm like, dang, that shit's hot, yo. I'm about to start wearing that again. You know what I mean? Once again, I think it kind of shows confidence too. Give us a twirl. Give you a twirl. You want a twirl? Okay. All right. Since you gave me a super chat, let me pull them down because when I sit down, they rise. Okay. Here we go. Twirl. Twirl. Cool. My bad. It took me a minute to like get down there. I have to remember like don't cross my legs. Someone said that on live stream. They're like, don't cross your legs. Nice legs. Thanks. 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 Dude, why are the lesbian girls always gotta be so cute, man? It ain't fair, bro. Mm. Some of them are cute. Some of them are really cute. I like the laundry tip. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I know. Whenever I freaking do laundry, it's like literally when I do laundry, it's like always crop tops and shorts. Like no joke. Like I work. Well, I'm actually not wearing a crop top today. I'm wearing a long shirt. But usually when I do laundry, it's always like crop top and shorts and a whole bunch of thongs. So it's like minimal clothing all the time. Um, do you still travel? Not right now. You gotta take a phone call, Tony. Cool. Hi, I got locks too. Oh, locks are dope. Locks are dope, man. They're so easy to. They're so easy for maintenance. Now I get it. Some people are like, "What? Locks are easy for maintenance?" Yeah, like basically I do all of my own hair. Oh, well, my ex did the bleaching, right? Which I could have did it by myself, but definitely helps if you have someone else doing it, right? But when it comes to the retwist, I do all the retwisting myself. Like I do it all myself. I style it myself. Some parts I wish I could have someone else do. Like some of these parts are a little fat, and I can't get them as tight as I want. But yeah, for the most part, I do all my own hair. Like my ex goes and get a haircut, and it's like $40, $50 every couple weeks, and it's like, no, not for me, not for me. Anyone looking for a pimp to take care of them, a pimp to take care of them. 4 more years, nah. Everything is better on YouTube, Instagram, blah. The thing about Instagram is after I got the check mark on Instagram, it just I don't know, it's like a psychological thing. When you get the check mark, it makes you literally post all the time. Like it makes you post. Yeah. And then I'll create a reel for Instagram, and then of course I'll share it on YouTube as well. So yeah, it definitely makes you post. Yeah, Trump would definitely beat up Biden. We already know that from my reel earlier today. I saw this chubby guy in a thong the other day at the gym. It wasn't a pretty sight. You saw a chubby guy in a thong at the gym? That's crazy. You know, one thing I do see now, I'm talking about, I see this shit downtown. Dudes are starting to wear the yoga shorts, but these are yoga shorts I have on under here. But I wouldn't just walk around on the street with just these on. So that's why I wear these over on top so I can have, the colors, you know, different colors underneath. And then also on a cold day, these help me stay a lot warmer with shorts on, like a whole lot warmer, right? I'm starting to see dudes just wear these, just the yoga shorts. And I'm like, wow, dang, dang, they doing it like that? Yeah, I see dudes wearing them just with these on. I've definitely taken a couple classes, and the dude instructors wear yoga shorts like these. And I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. You know, I won't do that. You know, I won't do it. I'm definitely not hating on them. No, I'm not hating on them at all. But I'm just like, mm, that's a little bit more confidence than I got. But one thing I will do when I go to the beach and I'm like doing yoga, I will just wear these. Like I won't wear jeans. I'll just wear these. But usually when I'm at the beach doing yoga, I'm typically someplace where people are not just walking up on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm somewhere like on a cliff, right? And like people can see me, but like they can see me from a distance, you know? Or like I'm just like not some place where like someone's just gonna walk up, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll take the shorts off. But no, I remember one class I went to, and I showed like I usually like if I'm going to a yoga class or a Pilates class or something like that, I'll show up to the class dressed like this, but I'll take the jeans off and put some shorts on top of these, right? And then do the class. But I remember one class I went to, I forgot shorts, right? So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to do the class with just the yoga shorts on. And I did, but I like hated it. I was like, dang. But I definitely see dudes wearing them like without they just wear just the yoga shorts. And I'm like, no, I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't do it. It's very practical to layer one's clothing. Yeah, it's definitely practical. Say what's up to my friend Alexis G. I'm sorry a man shouldn't wear yoga shorts, pants, anything tied up against his body. Oh, you said they shouldn't? Are you into pets, dog, cat, etc.? Sorry to say, but like I am not. I'm not into pets. I'm sorry. That is that like a deal breaker for y'all? I'm not really into pets. I'm into people, but I'm not into pets. I just would not want to have to wake up, take a dog outside to pee when it's raining. You know what I mean? That's just me. Like I wouldn't want to do that. My ex just had a very different relationship with a dog. And so it just kind of made me like not really want a dog or anything. Yeah, I'm definitely not into pets. What in the world? Eugene, what's good? Can you give me a shout out? Eugene in the house. You from Oregon? Eugene, Oregon. Eugene, Oregon in the house. Man, I like one of. I should start streaming in the daytime. But then if I start streaming in the daytime, like maybe I'll miss a lot of y'all. I like pets from a distance. Other people's cat, other people's pet, other people's pet. It's so hard for me to see the screen from here because I try to like sit back from the I like try to sit back from the screen so you can see like a body pic. If I'm up like this, I'm like so close, you know. How was your day? My day was hella chill for the most part. My day's gotten so much better since I like come stream with y'all. Like y'all have literally made my day so much better. Like it was kind of, I don't know, kind of lonely, you know. I went out earlier, went to this bar, had a sparkling water and a Coca Cola. Yo, bartender was really nice. I want to say I know that bartender from somewhere. Yeah, I went to this different spot. I think I'm gonna start hanging out at this other place. And I'm not gonna drink, but I still want to like still go out. You know what I mean? I mean, how else am I gonna meet people if I don't go out? I can't just rely on like online dating. Online dating is not the greatest because everybody's not meeting online. People meet in real life, so I have to like go out. You know? In your relationship, are you a submissive or dominator? Um, I don't know. It's kind of bad, but like my last relationship, I was definitely like, dude, this is hard to say, but like, I'm usually not the one that wears the pants in the relationship. Like, as bad as that is, I'm usually not. Like, that's really bad, but I'm usually not. The relationship, when I moved to San Francisco, I was definitely the dominant person in that relationship. Because when I was living in Santa Barbara, I like met this girl that lived next door and we started dating. And then we moved to San Francisco. So I was the dominant person. But like my last two relationships, no, I was definitely not the dominant person. Not at all. I would say my last relationship, like with my ex, Boo was like far more dominant. Like Boo was like colonizer status, yo. Like I'm just gonna say it. Like I know that may sound fucked up to some people, but like it was just like it was always Boo's show. Like I had very little say so. um, yeah, it's kind of how it was. But then my previous relationship, Vanessa, like she definitely wore the pants, but it was nowhere near what it was like dating Lori. Oh my gosh, like oh my gosh, it's nowhere near like dating Lori. That's why when we broke up, I was just like, well, thank you for all the things that you taught me because you know the next person I meet, like they'll probably really appreciate it. You know, like I learned so much stuff from Lori, like about a lot of things. Um, and it's mainly like you know Lori's kind of like a know-it-all. So yeah, and definitely in that relationship, I was way more like yeah, I wasn't like the dominant person in the relationship, but I always made like way more money than Lori though. You know, so however that works, you know, like way more. I'm the one that told Lori like you should not do your job. You should, you know, you should start your own business. And then it took so long, you know, because Lori just never really listened to me about a lot of things. So, but yeah, yeah, that's yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I didn't say too much. Nice. I should do that. Go to a bar and order sparkling. Online dating can be risky. You don't know who you're engaging with online. Could be a serial killer. It could be a serial killer, but usually mm, it's kind of rare. You know, I mean, it could happen, but for the most part, that's rare that you meet a serial killer. Dang, y'all like when I said that, y'all like stopped talking in the chat. I noticed. Are y'all sitting back like, dang? Yeah, I don't know. That I like say too much. I think Lori was abusive to you. Um, wasn't like abusive like physically, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not denying it, but I'm also not saying. I'm not exactly saying yes, but I'm not denying it. Mm, yeah, I don't necessarily think I'm like I mean, I definitely could be a dominant person in the relationship. I mean, I could be, but also like it's a little bit different when you're dating someone that's older than you too. It is a little bit different. But then also Lori wanted me to call them my boyfriend, basically. That's what Lori really wanted me to call. Like Lori would love for me to introduce, hey, this is my boyfriend. Like that's what Lori wanted. So I guess that's why Lori wanted to be dominant. But I don't know, like I sure loved it. And if Lori like called me back tonight and be like, "Hey, you want a date?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, yeah." Like I would, but like I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I can always dream. Totally, still would love to be with Lori. That's so bad, but like I would. Yeah, I would totally love to be with Lori. I mean, even after all the crap that we went through, like I would still love to be. Mm. It's because I like still like Lori a lot, like a whole lot, dude. I was thinking about Lori like all night last night. It's so bad. Ugh. That's why it's so hard to stop drinking and to stop smoking. And it's also hard to move on because like I say, like every person that I've fucked since we've broken up, I've told them like, look, I'm obsessed with my ex. Like literally every single person except for one. Except for one. It was like one trans man I hooked up with that I don't think I. No, I did. I did. I totally did. I think I did after we hooked up. But yeah, I like so yeah, I'm like in love, bro. Like it's bad. It's super bad, dude. A guy can dream, right? Yeah. When was the last time you went home to see your family? It's been a minute. That shit fucks with people's heads. Oh, you mean just relationship wise? Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, I haven't went home for a minute because I haven't went home for a minute because like because of my brother. Like I had a falling out with my brother on the phone. So I'm just here looking for a new mistress. Hmm. She want you back, man. She's been crying since y'all divorced. No, I'm the one that feels bad. No, please stay away from her. You say stay away from. You say stay away, huh? My family is mad at me right now because I slept with my brother-in-law's wife. Mm, that's crazy. Slept with your brother-in-law's wife. Dang, that's some saucy shit right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nice, nice hair. Are you a bottom? People love to ask questions like this. I don't think I'm a bottom. I think I like to give it. Yeah. Yeah. I like box, yo. So that means I don't know if you. I don't know if I'm sure y'all know what that means. How long did you last? Any tips? You mean in the relationship? We dated almost 3 years. Yeah, we dated almost 3 years. We got pretty close to 3 years. That was like my longest relationship by far. Crazy long relationship. 10 p.m. already. I'm the guy that's got a gripe with daylight savings time still being a thing. Good night. All right. Good night, Scott. Good night. I will see you later. Come back to the stream. I'll probably stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not gonna stream for too much longer. I'll probably stream for like maybe 5 or 10 more minutes, and then I'll bounce out. Yeah, but it's been fun hanging out for sure. It has been fun. Yes, sir. 3 years in a relationship is impressive. I think so. Like I said, it's like my longest relationship. So I thought it was pretty cool. I just get here. What's happening? Oh, we just hanging out. I'm just like reading comments, talking about this, talking about that. Yeah, I'm kind of tired. Yes, I am tired. Weird question, but I'm Mexican and I don't think Mexicans should say the N word, but I know Mexicans who think it's fun. What do you think? Um, so what I have to say about that may be very different than what other black people may say about it, okay? But I hear a lot of Mexican people say the N word in the Mission District. A lot, right? A lot. Now, the thing about, and also when I go to New York, dude, I go to New York, and my friend Alex, he is not black at all. He says the N word all the time. Like, all the time he says it. In New York, I hear a lot of people that are non black that say the N word constantly. The thing that makes it different and makes it okay and makes it where like I don't pay attention to it is how they say it, okay, and who's saying it. Like if they're gangster with it, and I'm not gonna check. I'm definitely not gonna check them. You know what I mean? All these like these dudes in the Mission District that I hear say the N word, they say it in a way where I'm not gonna say shit to them. You know what I mean? I mean, they look like gangsters, bro. Like, I ain't finna say a goddamn thing. Like, yeah. I mean, it's not like they're saying it in a racist way. It's not like they're, it's not like they're saying it like they're on a plantation. They're saying it like they say it in the rap songs. That's how they say it. But then also, it's how they act. It's also how they carry themselves. It's they talk like that. They're not changing their voice to say it. If someone is changing their voice to say it, that'll make a motherfucker get pissed off, right? So if you're a tech bro and you say it and you don't normally talk that way, that is gonna piss people off, okay? But if you about the streets, if you about that street life, if you grew up in the projects, right? If you hang around like black folks all the time, or not necessarily black folks, but hood folks, I'm not gonna say nothing if you say that, you know. But once again, if you are, you're saying it to try to be cool around like a black person, they gonna check you. They're gonna say something real cool, especially if you're like a Tyler, you know what I mean? And you trying to talk like that, like people can figure it out. People can figure it out pretty quick. And like I've been around like other older black people, and we've heard other non-black people say it, and we've been like, "You heard that? Yeah, I heard that. You mad? No, I'm not tripping. You tripping?" And they say the same thing. They like, "No, I'm not tripping." It's just how you say it. Like, are you saying it in a racist way? If you're saying it in a racist way, a motherfucker's gonna know, like real quick, you know. But if you're not saying it in a racist way, like I don't hear people say, like I hear the N word a lot around here. I don't hear people say it in a racist way. I hear people say it in a slang way. Now, that's what I say. If you go to the Bayview or you go to Hunters Point and you go talk to black people over there, they might not say the same thing. They might say something else. Or they might say something similar, you know? Because like I mean, like I said, I hear people say it all the time that are non-black. Not all the time, but like, because I'm not really hanging out in places like that. But I definitely, if I go to certain places, I definitely hear people say that shit a lot. In certain places, like in the city, definitely hear. But I mean, if you like, especially if you dark skin, I mean, like I hear Asians be saying it a lot. But once again, I ain't finna say shit to them because they look like they can beat my fucking ass with one hand behind their back. So, I'm not finna start a war I can't finish. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of how it goes. Um, my teacher used the N word. Um, what was the closet you've been in a fight in the city? A fist fight, non-verbal fight. No, I said closet. What was the closest you've been to fist fight in the city? Just recently, just recently, yo. This was a couple months ago. I almost got into a fight with a cyclist. Like I was driving, and this cyclist like basically got in front of me and was telling me like to stop. And I like was getting out the car, and homeboy was just like got back on his bike and took off. Um, yeah. I guess he was like, no, I don't want this black dude to beat my ass. But yeah, it was like some cyclist. Like basically, it was a car stopped on the road, and it had the hazard lights on. So I was going around the car, which I had to cross the double yellow line, and this cyclist gonna get in front of me and was like, And I took the seatbelt off and was getting out the car, and he was just like, and took off, you know. And I'm just like, what you get in front of me and for? What you get in front of me for and do that for, bro? Like I'm just trying to go around this car. Like what was I supposed to do? Wait till this car moves? This the city. He was coming the other way. And he was just like, you're crossing the yellow line. As soon as I got out the car, he didn't have shit else to say. So that was like the closest. But I'm usually like not a confrontational person. You know what I mean? I don't like to fight. Like I just would rather like, do a one hit quitter on someone. you know? Crystal Lee, you late tonight. We ain't had a good chat. A real good one. Name a car for an edit. Uh, yeah. Um, name a car for an edit. A Wraith. But I don't use the N word. I don't. I mean, unless I'm hanging out with like black people that use it so much that like you have to say it so they will listen to you. You know how like you go around someone and they cuss so much that like if you don't cuss, like they don't hear you. You know what I mean? That's like usually the only time I like say it. Cause I have one friend, he's from the city. Dude, he says it so much, but like it kind of makes me uncomfortable when he says it because he'll just say it like it's one thing if you use it's one thing if you're black and you use the N word around just black people, right? But it's another thing when you use the N word around like other groups of people, right? And like sometimes that like made me a little weird because I'm just not used to it. But there's this other dude I know in the city, he's this black dude, he always says it. Like and he says it in a way like, oh my gosh, man, these blanks always over here, yo. I can't get away from y'all. He'll say it like that. And I'm just like, bro, you so bad. But he's also like younger too. He's also younger, so bro, delete this, wasting airtime. I don't know, you say delete this. I didn't even say the N word, so don't trip. But we can go to something else. I'm half Japanese and black. My mom is Japanese and pops is black. Oh, so you mixed over here. I see. I hear Asian high school kids say that word with their friends all the time. Yeah, young kids definitely. But once again, it like I say, it depends on who's saying it. I don't have any piercings. You are zesty. What does zesty mean? Please, if you wrote that, just tell me what it says. I don't want any of y'all else to say it, but like if you wrote that, tell me what it said, what it means. What did I miss? Just a long live stream. Yeah. Is 24th and Mission safe to walk around? I hear gang activity down there. Mission District 24th? 24th and Mission. Yeah, I would say it's somewhat safe, but like there are parts of the mission where like, it is definitely gang territory. I don't exactly know where. I don't really go to the Mission District that much. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I go to Mission District very few times. It's quite territorial over there. The city's rough, man. If you're not from the city is rough. Now, if you're a tourist, I don't think you would just be going to these parts of the Mission District. You know what I mean? I think most tourists, they'll go down Mission in between 16th and 24th. I also think that they'll, definitely be on Valencia Street and stuff. But once you get deep into the Mission, it can get quite territorial. But that's like majority of the city. Like even in the Castro, once you get off the main beaten path in the Castro, that shit get real territorial, y'all. It gets, I get that feeling like you ain't from around here. I get that real quick. In a lot of parts of the city, I get that. But I tell you, one part of the city I don't get. I don't really feel that in Peck Heights. But the Mission District, parts of Castro, ooh, Noe Valley has got to be the worst. And majority of the people that live in Noe Valley are not even from the city. A lot of them transplants, you know? Okay, so I think I'm gonna get ready to get off here. I think I'm gonna get off and end the stream. It's been fun hanging out with y'all tonight. Yes, yes, it's been fun. Crystal Lee just got here. It's late though. I'm about to go get in bed. We're just right here. But I love all of y'all. You have a good night. Even City College was territorial. Oh yeah. Peace out, bro. Stay up. I'll try to stay up. Sorry, I was working late. Oh, you okay? You okay? I mean, I'll stream tomorrow night. I don't know about Wednesday night. I might not stream Wednesday night, but I'll stream tomorrow night. If I don't like get asked out on a date, or if I don't get this, if I don't get this chick that's like, come over to my house and spend the night with me. But yeah, I think I'll stream tomorrow night. But anyway, I'm out. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. I love all y'all. Bye bye.